Welcome! Today, we're diving into the world of Social Security Disability Insurance, or SSDI, and specifically focusing on continuing disability reviews, commonly known as CDRs. If you or someone you know receives SSDI benefits, understanding CDRs is crucial. These reviews are a standard part of the process to ensure that only those who remain eligible continue to receive benefits. In this video, we'll break down what a CDR is, why it happens, how often it occurs, and what you can expect if you're selected for a review. Let's get started by first understanding the basics of SSDI and why these reviews are necessary. SSDI stands for Social Security Disability Insurance. It's a federal program that provides financial assistance to people who are unable to work due to a qualifying disability. To be eligible, you must have worked and paid Social Security taxes for a certain period. SSDI is designed to support individuals who have a long-term, severe medical condition that prevents them from engaging in substantial gainful activity. The program is managed by the Social Security Administration, or SSA, which is also responsible for reviewing ongoing eligibility through processes like the Continuing Disability Review. A Continuing Disability Review, or CDR, is a process conducted by the Social Security Administration to determine if you still meet the medical requirements for SSDI. The SSA periodically reviews your case to check if your disabling condition has improved or if you are able to return to work. The main goal is to ensure that only those who remain truly disabled continue to receive benefits. CDRs are a normal part of the SSDI program and are not something to fear, but it's important to be prepared and understand what's involved. The Social Security Administration conducts CDRs to ensure that only those who are still disabled continue to receive SSDI benefits. Medical conditions can improve over time, and the SSA has a responsibility to verify ongoing eligibility. This process helps prevent fraud and ensures that resources are directed to those who genuinely need them. CDRs also help maintain the integrity of the SSDI program, making sure it remains sustainable for future applicants. The frequency of CDRs depends on the likelihood of your medical condition improving. Generally, reviews are scheduled every 3, 5, or 7 years. If your condition is expected to improve, you may be reviewed more frequently. If improvement is not expected, reviews are less frequent. The SSA will notify you when it's time for a review, so you don't need to worry about keeping track yourself. Understanding the timing can help you prepare and avoid unnecessary stress. There are 2 main types of continuing disability reviews: a full medical review and a mail-in questionnaire. The full medical review is more comprehensive and may require you to provide updated medical records or attend a consultative exam. The mail-in questionnaire is simpler and usually sent when your condition is not expected to improve. The type of review you receive depends on your specific case and the SSA's assessment of your condition. When it's time for your continuing disability review, the SSA will send you a notification by mail. This letter will explain what type of review you are scheduled for and what steps you need to take. It's important to read this letter carefully and respond promptly. Ignoring the notification or missing deadlines can put your benefits at risk, so always keep your contact information up to date with the SSA. If you receive a mail-in CDR questionnaire, you'll be asked to provide updated information about your medical condition, daily activities, and any work you may have done. This form is usually straightforward, but it's important to answer all questions honestly and thoroughly. The SSA uses your responses to determine if a full medical review is necessary or if your benefits should continue as is. A full medical review is more detailed. The SSA may request updated medical records from your doctors, and you might be asked to attend a consultative examination with an independent physician. The goal is to gather enough information to determine if your disability still meets the SSA's criteria. It's important to cooperate fully and provide any requested documentation promptly to avoid delays in your case. During a CDR, the SSA looks for evidence that your medical condition has improved enough for you to return to work. They review your medical records, any new treatments, and your ability to perform daily activities. If you have started working, they will also consider your earnings and whether your work qualifies as substantial gainful activity. The review is comprehensive and considers all aspects of your health and work status. Providing up-to-date medical evidence is crucial during a CDR. The SSA relies heavily on your medical records to make a decision. Make sure your doctors are aware that you are undergoing a review and ask them to provide thorough, current documentation of your condition. The more detailed and recent your records, the better your chances of a smooth review process. The SSA will also ask about your daily activities. They want to know how your condition affects your ability to perform basic tasks like cooking, cleaning, or personal care. Be honest and specific about any limitations you experience. This information helps the SSA understand the real-world impact of your disability and whether you are able to function independently. If you have worked since your last review, The SSA will examine your earnings and work activity. They want to determine if your work qualifies as substantial gainful activity, which could affect your eligibility for SSDI. It's important to report any work and earnings honestly. The SSA uses this information to decide if you are still considered disabled under their rules. Sometimes, the SSA may require you to attend a consultative examination with an independent doctor. This is usually requested if your medical records are incomplete or if more information is needed. The exam is paid for by the SSA and is designed to provide an objective assessment of your condition. It's important to attend any scheduled exams, as missing them can delay your review or jeopardize your benefits. The length of a CDR can vary. A mail-in questionnaire may be processed in a few weeks, while a full medical review can take several months, especially if additional exams or records are needed. The SSA will keep you informed throughout the process. Patience is important, but if you have concerns about delays, you can contact the SSA for updates on your case. After your CDR, the SSA will make a decision. There are three main outcomes. Your benefits continue, your benefits stop, or more information is needed. If your condition hasn't improved, your benefits will likely continue. If the SSA finds you are no longer disabled, your benefits may stop, but you have the right to appeal. Sometimes, the SSA may request additional information before making a final decision. If the SSA determines that you are still disabled, your SSDI benefits will continue as usual. You'll simply return to your regular payment schedule, and your next CDR will be scheduled according to the usual timeline. It's important to keep your medical records up to date and report any significant changes in your condition to the SSA between reviews. If the SSA decides that you are no longer disabled, your SSDI benefits may stop. However, you have the right to appeal this decision. During the appeal process, you may be able to continue receiving benefits temporarily. It's important to act quickly if you disagree with the decision, as there are strict deadlines for filing an appeal. If you disagree with the outcome of your CDR, you can file an appeal. The SSA provides instructions on how to appeal in your decision letter. It's important to gather any additional medical evidence and submit your appeal within the specified timeframe. Legal assistance or advocacy organizations can help guide you through the process if needed. One of the best ways to prepare for a CDR is to keep your medical records updated. Regularly visit your healthcare providers and make sure your records accurately reflect your current condition. This will make it easier to provide the SSA with the necessary documentation when your review comes up. It's important to report any significant changes in your health or work status to the SSA as soon as they occur. This includes improvements in your condition, new jobs, or changes in your ability to perform daily activities. Keeping the SSA informed helps prevent misunderstandings and ensures your benefits are managed correctly. Missing a CDR or failing to respond to SSA requests can put your benefits at risk. If you miss a deadline, contact the SSA immediately to explain your situation. In some cases, your benefits may be suspended until you complete the review process. Always keep your contact information current to avoid missing important notifications. CDRs for children receiving SSDI have some special rules. The SSA reviews a child's medical condition to determine if they still meet the criteria for disability. When a child turns 18, their case is reviewed under adult disability standards, which can result in changes to their eligibility. Parents should be prepared for this transition and gather any necessary documentation. If you receive SSDI for a mental health condition, the CDR process is similar but may require additional documentation. The SSA will look for evidence of ongoing treatment and how your condition affects your daily life. It's important to provide records from mental health professionals and describe any challenges you face in functioning independently. For physical disabilities, the SSA will focus on your ability to perform physical tasks and any improvements in your condition. Updated medical records, physical therapy notes, and reports from specialists are all important. Be sure to include information about any assistive devices you use and how they impact your daily life. Your doctor plays a key role in the CDR process. They provide the medical evidence the SSA needs to evaluate your condition. Make sure your doctor understands the importance of detailed, accurate records and is willing to respond to SSA requests for information. Good communication with your healthcare team can make the CDR process much smoother. If you're unsure about the CDR process or face challenges, legal help and advocacy organizations can assist you. These professionals understand the SSDI system and can help you gather evidence, complete forms, and represent you during appeals. Don't hesitate to seek help if you need it. Support is available. The SSA offers work incentives for SSDI recipients who want to try returning to work. These incentives allow you to test your ability to work without immediately losing your benefits. During a CDR, the SSA will consider your participation in work incentive programs, so be sure to report any involvement accurately. The Ticket to Work program is another option for SSDI recipients. It provides support and training for those who want to return to employment. Participation in this program is voluntary and does not trigger a CDR, but your progress may be reviewed if you are already scheduled for one. It's a helpful resource for those considering rejoining the workforce. The SSA will look for medical improvement during your CDR. If your condition has improved to the point where you can work, your benefits may stop. However, if there is no significant improvement, your benefits will likely continue. It's important to provide clear evidence of your current health status. In addition to medical evidence, the SSA considers vocational factors during a CDR. This includes your age, education, work experience, and ability to adjust to new work. These factors help determine if you can perform other types of work, even if your previous job is no longer possible. If substance use is a factor in your disability, the SSA will evaluate whether it contributes to your inability to work. They will consider if your condition would improve without substance use. Honest reporting and documentation from treatment providers are important in these cases. If you are incarcerated, your SSDI benefits may be suspended. The SSA will conduct a review to determine your eligibility after release. It's important to notify the SSA of any changes in your incarceration status to ensure your benefits are managed correctly. Extended hospital stays or frequent hospitalizations can affect your CDR. The SSA will review records from your hospital visits to assess the severity and impact of your condition. Be sure to provide complete information about any hospitalizations during your review. If you travel or live outside the United States, your SSDI benefits may be affected. The SSA has specific rules for beneficiaries living abroad. Notify the SSA before traveling internationally to ensure you remain in compliance with program requirements. If the SSA determines you were overpaid due to a change in your disability status, you may be required to repay the excess benefits. Overpayments can occur if you fail to report changes or if your benefits continue after you are no longer eligible. Contact the SSA immediately if you receive an overpayment notice. CDRs are an important tool for preventing fraud in the SSDI program. The SSA uses these reviews to ensure that only eligible individuals receive benefits. Providing accurate and honest information is essential to maintaining the integrity of the program and protecting your own eligibility. Your privacy is protected during the CDR process. The SSA follows strict rules to keep your personal and medical information confidential. Only authorized personnel have access to your records, and your information is used solely for determining eligibility. If English is not your first language, the SSA offers language assistance for the CDR process. You can request materials in your preferred language or ask for an interpreter during appointments. This ensures you fully understand your rights and responsibilities. The SSA provides a variety of online resources to help you understand and prepare for your CDR. You can access forms, checklists, and guides on the SSA website. These tools can help you gather the necessary documentation and stay organized throughout the review process. To ensure a smooth CDR, keep your records updated, respond promptly to SSA requests, and be honest in all your communications. Stay organized by keeping copies of all correspondence and documentation. If you have questions, don't hesitate to contact the SSA or seek help from advocacy organizations. Common mistakes during a CDR include missing deadlines, failing to provide complete information, and not reporting changes in your condition or work status. Avoid these pitfalls by staying proactive and attentive throughout the process. Double-check all forms before submitting them to the SSA. You have rights during the CDR process, including the right to appeal decisions and the right to privacy. The SSA must provide clear explanations of their decisions and give you the opportunity to respond. Understanding your rights can help you navigate the process with confidence. In summary, a continuing disability review is a routine part of the SSDI program designed to ensure that only eligible individuals receive benefits. By staying informed, keeping your records updated, and responding promptly to SSA requests, you can navigate the process with confidence. Remember, help is available if you need it, and understanding the CDR process is the first step to protecting your benefits. Thank you for joining us as we explored the ins and outs of SSDI Continuing Disability Reviews. Remember, while the process may seem daunting, being prepared and proactive makes a big difference. Keep your records organized, communicate openly with your healthcare providers, and don't hesitate to seek help if you need it. Staying informed is your best tool for maintaining your SSDI benefits and peace of mind.